Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Working Money, getting your money working for you. Now, I just wanted to take a quick sec to remind you guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that little bell for new video notifications. And like the videos if you guys like the content I'm providing. And always comment on the videos. I love hearing what you guys have to say. So today, guys, as you can see, Ripple XRP has come out of this dip, and it's kind of hovering back into the support level that we were talking about yesterday. This is the chart on a 4-hour time frame. So it's recovered a bit. As you can see here, there's some tall candlesticks moving upward, and now it's, basing back into the support level that we saw yesterday. And this is the same with all cryptocurrencies as of today, which is June 30th. I was doing some looking online, and I found this article here, and I don't know, it kind of really caught me because it's titled, "Why This Cryptocurrency Fund is Long Ethereum and EOS and Short Litecoin and XRP." And so I had to get down to the bottom of this. I was like, why would, maybe Litecoin I get, but XRP, why would anybody be, I was curious, why would anybody be short XRP? And if you guys don't know, being long a position means you're betting on that it'll go up, and being short a position means that you're betting on the position going down. So I took a look at this article, and they talk a little bit about why EOS and Ethereum, and I'll link the article in the comments if you're interested. And they talk about Litecoin, and their argument for Litecoin is that Litecoin, in my view, has no reason to exist. It was a fork of Bitcoin. It's just been sitting around. The only investment thesis I've ever had for Litecoin is that it's a testnet for Bitcoin, but that's not an investment thesis. Okay, fair enough. But his beef with Ripple is that it will be deemed by a security by the U.S. financial regulators. And I'm thinking to myself, are we still on this? Like, haven't we, come to the conclusion that, there's so many reasons to prove that Ripple is not a security? I was kind of dumbfounded a little bit by this. And I kept reading, and nope, that's pretty much the only reason. They really think that Ripple is a security, or going to be deemed a security. And again, there are lots of videos on this. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but Ripple being a security, even this article from AMB Crypto from last week, Ripple XRP's Ripple's XRP excluded from being a security by FinCEN. And as we know, I'll just read a little bit of this if you guys haven't read this article. I'll link it in the comments, or rather in the description if you guys are interested. Information has recently emerged that suggests that Ripple's XRP token is not a security. The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network signed an agreement with Ripple Inc. that allowed them to continue their sale of XRP in 2015. Now, if you don't know, there was an issue in 2015, way before a lot of us were probably into crypto. According to an agreement signed between FinCEN and the Securities Exchange Commission in 2006, information about examination and enforcement of the SEC's norms will be shared between the two agencies. So in 2015, FinCEN, along with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of California, assessed a $700,000 penalty against Ripple. This was keeping in view with Ripple violating the Bank Secrecy Act and acting as an unregistered money services business. Okay, so this was a problem that Ripple had back in 2015, and they were investigated for it. They also did not meet anti-laundering requirements. This was settled with an agreement. So the agreement mentions XRP as a currency of the Ripple network. Now, this is very important, okay? So this is coming from the U.S. Attorney's Office of the Northern District of California, okay, guys? So this is a government body. And in their document, they're actually stating XRP as a currency of the Ripple network. So if a government body in their own document classifies XRP as a currency of the Ripple network, right? Case closed. It's clearly not a security if it's a currency, and the government's already stated that, right? Also, from last week, as we know,
I think it's really clear that XRP is not a security. And I'll give you 3 key arguments here. One is, if Ripple, the company, shut down tomorrow, the XRP ledger would continue to operate. It's open source, decentralized technology that exists independent of Ripple.
Okay, so obviously, Ripple shuts down, the XRP ledger continues to operate, XRP still in use, not a security, not linked to the company in that regard.
The second is, if you buy XRP, like the people buying XRP, they don't think they're buying shares of Ripple. Like there's a company called Ripple. We are a private company. We have investors. People have bought shares of Ripple, the company, but you buying XRP doesn't give you ownership of Ripple.
So again, you know, buying XRP does not give you ownership of Ripple. As Brad Garlinghouse mentions, you know, they're two separate entities. Ripple has private shareholders. Private shareholders have paid money, you know, invested in the company when it was probably very, very small still, and they own a portion of the company. And it has nothing to do with anyone's ownership of XRP. So, you know, again, not a security. He goes on to talk a little bit about, I'm going to see if I can find it here. The third reason.
A lot more like a currency, like a commodity. The third point, you know, if the first one is it exists independently, the second one is it's the ownership point, and the third one really back to utility. You know, XRP is solving a problem. You know, securities don't. There's no utility in a security. So
no utility in a security. So XRP, as we know, solving real world problems, whereas securities you buy, you know, hoping that, you know, a company's does well, their financials, you know, they're growing quarter over quarter, and you receive a dividend or return, you know, from selling that security. So guys, I'm sorry, it's another video on isn't it a security? I kind of didn't want to make it this kind of video, but I did see, you know, this article and I was a little concerned, and then I realized, phew, okay, it's just because these guys are not really paying attention, and then they're still deeming XRP a security, which is very strange. Anyway, they're very interesting articles. You know, I'll link them again in the description. You can take a look. Tell me what you guys think of the video. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.